Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, there we go. I think I can hear it.
And then I think last thing major that happened uh, that Mark might need to inform us about. On the bumper car ride in on the ship, Laisha snagged a bangle of a snake, Noroboros bracelet,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Snake eating its own tail, purple moonstone energy.
Did I not tell you what it did last time?
Nope, you just said what it
Nope.
was.
Mm-mm.
All right. I gotta re-look it up.
We have a lot of little items like that bouncing around.
Okay.
And in my pocket, I got a little thing called a Avada
Avada Kedavra.
As a Hufflepuff, I refuse to use any cursed spells.
As a Gryffindor, hey, look at this gun I found.
True.
As a Ravenclaw, knowledge. Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle.
Nerd.
Hello,
G.I.
hello.
Joe drops nuke.
Yes.
Welcome to the Arcadian campaign. I'm your host, Heroes Legacy, joined by my fantastic crew. The Arcadian campaign is a Fate Core tabletop set in the world of Skies of Arcadia. Arcadia itself being a world of Victorian-era piracy with magic, dungeon crawling, and an Indiana Jones-like flair. Our crew has ventured through many different countries and continents, all over to where they are currently, the lands of Glacia. With that said, our crew is currently in a underground cavern within the Frostlands itself of Glacia, and as such are making their way to their next move. Cast and crew, let's go ahead and give a sound off, starting off with Mordecai.
Hey everyone, Dylan again. The pleasure of once again playing Mordecai Tillark. Originally a hunter from the Seer, he now puts his skills to use hunting for ancient technology and hunting down family members, it seems. Son of a Sans, benevolent engineer, tries his best to be a cinnamon roll.
And next up, Elisha.
Hi, I'm young Lionheart, once again playing Elisha this round. Witty, cat-like, quick-like knives. I am here to cause chaos. Sleepy chaos.
Sleepy
Sleepy
Cats. Up next, Dalashi.
I'm KT. I play Dalashi. Dalashi is trying to find her way, but she has found her father. She uses ice magic and a whip that was passed down to her.
Settling into the new intro.
And last but not least, let's have our rootin' tootin'.
Hey, it's me, Darku. I play your boy Ross. It's gonna be a fun time. There's a whale.
There's a whale.
time. Or as some would say, whale, whale, whale.
Whale, whale, whale. So, with that out of the way, our cast and crew, the Palwang. As I said, our quick recap. Dalashi, give the recap for the session, please.
If I'm being honest, I totally forgot what happened last session until just right now.
Give it your best go, and I will fill in whatever gaps.
We started off the session with kind of trying to figure out the best way to get out of the underground ice city that we were in Glacia. And we decided on a route that we kind of found through the help of the AI that is in this lost city. We didn't damage anything, I don't think, right? We made it through because we rolled a percentage.
Correct.
And we also kind of messed around and tried to figure out what was going up above because we heard a lot of sounds and like there's other ships and we heard explosions, right?
Correct.
So we, tuned into the radios, tried to figure out what was going there, and then we decided to dock the ship nearby our destination and just go the rest of the way ourselves. And we left part of our crew behind with Gregorio with instructions. And then we took Arsene, Beryl, and Alred, my father, with us, and we just found the whale.
Hey, congratulations. Yep, you got it pretty right. You guys were all approaching this humongous gigas, the Arc whale. It is a full purple-like construct. It's itself imbued with the knowledge as well as technology of the purple civilization Glacia. Who I would say right now you're currently, I don't know, 200 feet away from it, and you see it is just a fucking massive thing as you are inside a large underground hangar of sorts that once belonged to the Glacians. Ruined ships, as well as mostly just the Arc Whale itself. Everybody roll me a notice.
Ooh, that was almost a perfect roll, Frost.
Mm-hmm.
So close.
It's been so long since I've gotten any cards.
I mean,
Will there
same.
limit break once again? Who knows? Will he
You're right.
return from the war?
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll earn it again.
Never again.
Never again. Let's see. Alrighty. Ross, go with you. Ross, the things that you notice are as follows. You notice that there is, in the far, I would say, southern side of this hangar, there seems to be a large, almost... Remember when in Star Wars how they have that like kind of overseeing hangar section where people will see the ships coming in and out of?
Right, when like Vader steps off and he's got the army with him.
Yeah, like a
The
docking
hangar,
station.
Okay, yeah.
You see one of those docking station centers up at the top for smaller craft as well as kind of like a indoor radar tower.
Okay.
That aside, it's mostly, as I said before, a bunch of ruined ships as well as a giant arc whale 200 feet ahead of you.
So we're kind of like, to kind of do a better picture, since right now the screen's black, I don't really have like a visual. I'm
Mhm.
thinking like when you first land in the Ishimura, its landing bay. It's kind of what I'm
Yes.
picturing.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. Scanning my eyes around the room. Obviously, the attention to go to the arc whale first.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of condition is it? Is it like, does it have like any sort of labored breathing? Is it moving? Is it just kind of still? Is there like, is there actually like vibrant colors? Are they more dark colors? Like, give me a sit rep on the whale.
Give me an investigation roll.
I would like to use attention to detail.
You
which
can
is-
use that for this roll.
Will check.
Whale check.
The thing lets me use I don't know where it is, but investigate I got it right here, so poop.
You investigate of +2.
There you go, buddy.
Alrighty.
So total 5.
Yep. Total of 5. The condition of the whale, for the most part, looks pretty normal. You see it breathing very steady breaths as you see sections of its body expand and then collapse. It doesn't appear to have noticed you all yet. As you look at it, you see its eyes are closed, and different sections of it just are etched with different designs and moon sigils.
And noticing that the whole fucking gifts for you to find. Okay.
Sorry, I've got that one on lock.
Noticing those details, I'm just kind of like quietly whisper to the party that we should keep it slow, keep it quiet, and not disturb it as we are gonna approach.
Okay. Does barrels are like animal expert, right?
He
Does he have
is.
does he have anything to add to that?
He is. You all turn to look at Beryl, and Beryl is just wide-eyed and
It's got the kawaii stars.
kind of like enamored by this creature,
Oh,
and is
cowboy.
mostly taken back and is just like following you guys while just kind of looking at it like a kid in a candy shop.
Okay, we can do a slow approach.
Mm-hmm. Keep it
Uh,
slow, keep it quiet.
Not that this is the main objective right now. Can I roll another notice check with the tech eye on the ships that look like they're kind of in our path to the
Sure.
whale? See if there's anything.
Do it if you get anything over a 6. Roll me a D100. For every 2 you get over 6.
Okay. Well, with the tech eye, if that's a +2, that's 3. Do I want to burn 2 fate points into that? No, for now I'll sit with 3, and if we have time after, then I'll really pour over it.
All right, understood.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll burn 1 fate point to reroll.
Okay.
Benevolent Engineer. Come on, god damn it. I rolled 2 zeros and a 1 tonight. It's going great. Okay. Get him out of the way. It's a big fucking
Sadly,
whale.
it's a big fucking whale. The energy from the whale and the sheer tech that encompasses the whale almost sends your eye into like a kind of blind spree.
Oh, so the whale's giving off tech.
Well, yes. That's
Okay.
also what I'm using as a frame of reference since you rolled under what you needed.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the
You're
sheer...
suffering a migraine.
Yeah, it's more so that your eye is just kind of a kind of purple glow. And it's just kind of this whole space is just so lit up that you can't really get a good frame and solid reference on what you're looking for.
Does Arsene or Alid have anything to say about this?
Alred, Arsene also is like not so much enamored with the whale, but is also just keeping his wits about him and looking around, holding his lantern, just kind of examining things. Alred does speak up. I can't say, actually, yeah, let me Alred.
Nope. Test. Nope.
That's not it.
Is Alred a fucking Decepticon? What's going
I
on
hope he's
here?
not.
Hello. Test. Ah, there we go.
Is Alred
No.
Markiplier?
That's. I think
Hi,
that's
everybody.
too-
I'm Markiplier.
That's way too deep. Never mind.
It's too deep.
No, but I was pretty sure I had this.
No.
No?
No.
How about this? No.
No.
Hello. Test. Ah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the one that slightly changes your voice.
Yeah, there we go. Um, oh, it's one of the few times that I've seen the arc whale this close.
I don't know if this is right. I'm sorry.
It might be my own pitch.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll try to do my best.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Anyway, White Man says a thing.
The arc whale itself,
Mhm.
Glacia made it back in the war of the different nations. You guys already know. We were there with the main interface from before. I've seen it come and go. Sometimes, whenever I'm here, I'll notice that certain things up towards the ceiling will drop down and kind of, I don't want to say dissect it, but use different types of tech to heal the arc whale.
Hmm.
At least that's what I think it's doing. Kind of like an automated maintenance for the arc whale.
Okay.
But I don't see anything at the moment.
Yeah,
Does-
and I mean the Arkwell is just kind of there.
Does
It
the
sort of
machinery
seems
on the
like there's
ceiling
something
look
wrong.
disturbed to you? Like it might not be functioning?
No, looks normal to me. Yeah,
So the Arkwell isn't injured, it's just sleeping.
appears so.
As far as you guys see, that is so much the setting. Giving your cat a scritch. Talks amongst yourselves what you would like to do. I'm going to get a quick drink, and we'll proceed from here. You have
All right.
3 minutes to decide what you're doing.
How do we propose entering the Arkwell?
That sounds weird. I don't
There's a
like
couple
that.
of- There's a couple of entrances. One may be considered an exit, all depending on your point of view.
Oh god, we're not going through the butt.
The blowhole. Hello.
Shut
What
up.
are you thinking?
We all know what you were thinking, bro.
No, it's why I said blowhole.
Uh-huh.
Because something usually goes out, not in. Because they're blowing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Anyway. Not that Albert looks distracted, but I would ask him if he knows of any
Actually getting inside.
extra entrances from watching this thing being repaired.
Um,
He did say the machinery somewhat dissects it. I wonder if we
could activate it and
yes.
yeah.
There's like a zipper we undo. Just step
Oh
it.
god. Ugh.
I'm actually gonna pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Oh, Frost is just okay.
Yeah, he's just stepping off. Okay. Well,
When in doubt, work it out.
if whatever we are going to do, it is going to wake it up. Say it's asleep, it's gonna wake it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of
I
like,
would-
how are we gonna go about this?
As far as natural entrances that we think might be included, I would rather, out of the options presented, go through the blowhole. Actually, I would rather end up in lungs than stomach.
Does it work like that though?
I don't know.
Because this isn't a regular whale, right? This is a gigas. So
I haven't seen a regular
therefore,
whale
the
either.
interior might just be like the interior of a ship.
Hmm.
Maybe there aren't even organs. Does it
Maybe.
eat like normal?
I don't know, but I imagine if I was going to go to the trouble of making a machine organism and give it a big fucking mouth, I don't think the mouth would go anywhere pleasant.
Well, also whales don't eat people.
Your guess is as good as mine. It looks quite capable of swallowing any one of us.
Capable, yes, but does it actually want to? Is the
I
point?
don't know. I'm from the fucking desert. I've never seen a whale.
Oh my god,
Much
yeah.
less an orc whale.
Gotta figure out an entrance.
So
There's mouth.
all I know is
Oh.
from trading stories and learning general whale anatomy, such that it is. Uh, though if Aura did mention the machinery dissecting it, maybe we turn it on, the whale thinks, "Oh, time for a checkup," and it makes an entrance for us.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. We're gonna have to figure out how to turn it on though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, Vrost, now that you're done peeing,
You have 1 minute left to decide.
oh, you're back.
Well,
Good.
now we have questions.
All right, what's your question?
First of all, does my father know of any way to get inside? Like, has he heard anything about that?
At the current moment, his guess is as good as yours because he has not interacted with the arc whale much itself. He knows of
Okay.
its existence, but it's basically like having a next door neighbor.
Do you have any idea where the controls for the seating machinery might be?
The best he can guess is where Vross pointed out for the hangar.
Is
If
that look,
it's not there, then he has no clue.
does it look anywhere near accessible right now?
It'll take a little bit to venture there, but yeah, it could potentially be accessible.
So the two options that are on the table, such that they are try to creep in through the blowhole because I'd rather end up in lungs than stomach.
That's another thing. Does my father know anything about the anatomy of this? Does it have like the anatomy of a normal whale?
As I said before, his guess is as good as yours because it's mostly like a neighbor to him. He knows of its existence. He has not had a need nor the desire to interact with the gaze itself because it is basically just done its own thing. He hasn't had a need to go after it.
We should have
Even-
asked the AI.
Yeah.
Best laid plans. So, I think the problem is with potentially words are hard. The machinery up top, if you said it kind of opens it up and dissects it, that could be a way in.
Mhm.
However, if it's not seeking that out, if it's not activating itself, that might also scare it off.
True.
So but the options right now seem
Well,
fumble around with machinery we're not familiar with and attempt to run some kind of repair diagnostic that opens the wheel for us, or we creep in through a natural entrance.
Keep
Other
going.
idea.
Time has passed, so I'm doing a thing. And
Well,
as you are.
we were, part
other
of
idea.
that part of that was that we have options. Part of it was just asking clarification questions from you.
I got you.
So, I mean, as Ross is going to start walking towards you, he'd be like, well, one idea. It's a creature. Let's be friendly.
Yeah.
If it likes us, it'll open up. It's just a little feller anyway.
A little feller. All right, I'm down for that idea.
He's already walking towards it.
Mordecai's gonna reach up considerably to like try to smack barrel in the middle of the bag. It's like, well, looks like you're up.
Oh, me.
You are the expert, yes?
I will give it my best shot.
Front door it is. Let's go.
Your group has made a choice and decides to proceed towards the arc whale itself. As you do, I just need to know what everyone else is doing.
What do you
Ross
mean
is
what we're
approaching.
doing?
He's
No,
gonna
just
pet
like, are you just walking up? I just need to know what your general, like, in character, what are you doing? Are you behind barrel? Are you to the side of barrel? Are you, like, going up to try to pet it? What is your character doing in this moment? Do you have guns raised? Do you try to attempt casting defensively? Are you at the ready?
I think
Oh.
for Mordecai at least. Mordecai is behind Beryl, letting him take the lead because he's the expert.
All right.
But I think Mordecai would also be like, I've approached dangerous animals before, so I'm going to try to fall back on that, and I'm just going to appear my best to be non-threatening.
All right.
Ross is already a few steps ahead. No guns drawn, hands open, slowly and softly walking up towards it. Try not to go and disturb it. You want to get close enough where he can touch it, kind of show that, hey, I'm not a bad guy, quote unquote.
I'm staying to the side of Beryl and like keeping an eye on what's going on, but also keeping an eye on our surroundings.
Done and done. I need game mechanics. Here we go. Oh, it's in spells and abilities. That's. I am a fool. Oh wait, no. Oh, it was in lore. I'm triple dumbass. All right, so Brost and Mordecai, and also Arsene. I have to roll for Arsene as well.
Oh boy.
I need those 3 characters, so I'll roll for Arsene, to give me either a stealth or empathy roll.
Well, would you look at that? My empathy is actually higher than my stealth. Praise be.
I will be burning a fate point to add a +2 to that. I'm going to use part of the ship, part of the crew, as just kind of knowing the vibe of how we're approaching and kind of the plan for it. He wants to just continue the non-threatening.
I'd like to vibe check the whale. I don't think the one on Wink is going to work, but I'm just going to remind you I have it.
It does not work for this one.
Yeah, Mark, go ahead and seduce the whale. That's going to be great.
Just because it's a wink doesn't mean it's a seduction.
The whole new name is now Skitty.
Bruh, chill out. I'm gonna burn a fate point on top of that. I'll say Son of a Sands, just drawing once again on like I'm approaching a dangerous animal. I want to make sure it knows I'm here and I'm not hurting it or attempting to hurt it.
Gotcha.
So that'll be 4.
So 4 for you, Brost. How much for you?
4.
4. 4, 4, and also Arsene has a 4. You, as the group approaches, and Beryl tries to like suss out how to handle this new creature, unsure of it aside from just him being good with animals, trying to like, it's like trying to befriend a dragon randomly and just being like, hey, I know a sheep. Sheep's not that different from a dragon if you just think of it like gargantuan size. So Beryl tries to slowly approach it, and as the group tries to approach, Rost, Arsene, and Mordecai, the 3 of your weapons start to glow. As you see the Arc Whale's eyes slowly open, the pupil dilates and then looks dead on at those 3, as well as Lisha, you feel a little bit at the back of your neck, something loose tingle. However, because it's embedded, it does not need to worry. As As you see Arsene's green moonstone lantern kind of glow in a sense of danger, as well as both Ross and Mordecai's armaments with red moonstone glow in a sense of danger.
Mm-hmm. Is it like looking at us? Is it locked eyes? Can I see its pupils at this
Yes, yes.
point? Okay.
You can see one
Now,
pupil
now.
on the side of it.
Yeah. What did?
Now there, buddy. Now, we're friendly. It's all right. Ain't pose no harm. We're here to check on you. See? Hands are empty. Nothing there. We're friends.
Ross, roll me lore.
That's the face of. Do I spend another fate point on this?
Yep.
Fuck it. I've got 7 fate points. Sure, why not? We are gonna burn another fate point to make that a 3 overall.
I just heard a sound effect.
Using Deadeye, paying attention to detail, seeing like the little movements, the little, not really microaggressions, but more like micro signs. Things that like little twitches, the subtle movements.
Oh shit! It's a fucking.
I must be
Reaper.
assimilated. Glory to the whale.
You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
We are Legion.
Shut
Must join the whale.
We are Legion, we are many. So total roll, Ross, again?
It's gonna be 3 overall, buddy.
3 overall. You attempt to communicate with it, as well as Beryl also tries his best. You see Beryl change over to purple moonstone on gauntlets that he has, and just raising them up high and trying to pull down almost like a curtain. He's casting a version of not Slipara, but silence that is different. It's not one of the standard spells that is learned through the moonstone itself. It is a new, original casting of it.
Do we have a bag of holding?
This man over here.
Yes, you
pulling
do.
a white beard.
You have a bag holding from Elias.
Who has it?
Good question.
I don't think it
Doesn't
was
matter.
ever assigned to a person.
You see him just pull down curtains of purple moonstone magic, trying to calm and quell the beast. Vrost, as you try to speak, unfortunately unintelligible speech comes back to you. Let's see.
Dylan, to answer your question about the bag of holding, we pass it around from each other. I think the last person had it was myself. I think I was the last one to hold on to it.
Beros.
Mm-hmm.
Frost takes another step closer.
Mordecai's gonna grab his shoulder real quick, pull the bag of holding, and just kind of whisper, very slowly, just put any red moonstone weapons you have in the bag. Maybe that will help.
Only problem, you got my rifle on my back and my gun on my left hip that are both red moonstone. If I pull one of those, he's gonna see it. So, take the gun off my belt first.
Mordecai, roll
Slowly.
stealth.
Oh, jeez.
I lost the page. I have too many fucking tabs open. There we are. Let's break the streak. Come on, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Solid.
Just burning your fate points like candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm gonna continue down the Son of a Sands line of like, let's keep animal calm.
Okay.
So total 6 to sneak Frosts and my weapons into the bag. Or at
Gotcha.
least my spear, because that's. Oh, I've got the dagger. That's got green on it too. Yeah. Any offending weapons that we think started glowing, just
Total was 6.
yeah.
All right, you successfully do so, and Arsene also,
Yeah.
as he's watching you, takes notice and, with a heavy sigh, will also put his lantern into the bag.
I was gonna say, don't forget Arsene.
Just
As you do such, you see the Arc Whale's eyes go half-lidded.
okay.
So it is still open, but is halfway open.
Mhm.
So it's not glaring anymore. So. And it attempted to speak to Frost. Is that what we heard?
Yeah.
It attempted something,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was
Frost will kinda-
speech or something else entirely, hard to tell.
As Frost steps like another step closer, he's looking up at the whale and kind of keeping eye contact. He'll just like not be like direct, but like around the area, so he's not like trying to challenge it as some animals would for like staring eye to eye with them. Just keeping his hands up, being nice, calm, collected. Now there, little buddy, it's all right. You can take a nap. We're here. You're gonna be okay. Go on. Go sleep.
Alred,
Easy now.
Alred, is there some sort of ancient Glacian bow you might be
You
Aware
and these
of?
formalities.
Alred looks at you and is like, if we were to go throughout this entire temple, I could point you out different types of tech. I could point out sigils that we've been to before, spots that I frequent, and things
Yes
that
or
I
no
know.
suffice?
I'm just saying, this is like the second or third time, like, I want to help. Trust me, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, fuck, I really should have studied. I fucking forgot about this shit.
Take that as a no. Thank you.
There you go. But damn, this thing's fucking huge.
So what I hear is we should ask you more questions about the whale.
I mean, you'd ask me about Glacia, but
I just did.
well, no, you asked me about the whale, not about Glacia.
I asked you about the
A
ancient bow. You might.
Glacian, yeah.
Oh,
Chit-chat.
Glacian. All right. Well, Glacian tradition.
Oh my gosh, are you listening? Are you distracted?
I'm
We
trying
are
to think
all
of
kind
the.
distracted.
Get it together, Dad. Jeez.
Look, all right. Come on.
He's thinking of the
Fucking
big booty
whale.
hose.
No.
Glacian bow. Glacian bow.
Oh yes, the traditional throw it back.
Thank God.
And then the
Hey,
party
as long as
twerks in front of the
it's right.
whale.
As long as
Um,
it's right, that's all that matters.
All right. This is all I know. You see, like, kind of has a side capelet. He's kind of got like a side sash. Kind of
Sure.
puts it instead of on around the waist, now on his shoulder, and you see him toss one part of the capelet over his left shoulder, has his hand over to his side, and then gives a bow.
Okay.
But his hand isn't out. His arm is closed. Like, it's cape over shoulder, that same hand that threw the cape over the shoulder, in a clenched fist over the heart, and bow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best to emulate that as he does it.
That's what I got.
I don't know if this helps, but we made an attempt.
All right. You get a +1. roll against the whale.
Well, what happens next? Do we keep going?
Has it reacted at all?
The whale is currently non-hostile.
Well, that's good. So it's noticed us and we're not dead. We're doing great.
Communications with the whale, as from what you've said, Vrost, it doesn't really seem to register. It is just looking listfully now at you all.
Okay. Hear me out. What if the two of you do a therapy with the whale?
I was literally gonna suggest that. I was literally gonna suggest that. You read my mind.
Try to focus on some kind of happy memory, some kind of friendly memory. I don't know how it works.
That's not how it works.
Cool. So we're either going to show it something cool or a nightmare. Got it.
Usually what happens is whatever trauma is affecting it in that moment, the therapy kind of like latches onto it, brings it to the surface, and kind of forces the person or whoever to work through it.
Episode 73. How does that make you feel, Monstro?
Yeah,
Is he in the room right now?
Ross will reach out and touch the whale. Just lightly place his palm on the whale.
All right. Ross, you put your hand on the whale.
Good touch,
Yeah,
good touch,
just-
good touch.
I need you to roll me will. All right, will of 5.
Will is my best skill.
A different creature, octopus to whale.
From one wet boy to another.
Mm-hmm. The sea is a cruel mistress. We find companionship in one another. It's cold. It's dark.
There are no
And
dragons.
Grace grabs this one again.
There are no dragons seduced in the campaign. We can seduce the whale.
At the
I'll
moment,
seduce
the arc whale just continues to breathe. Nothing. You do see that purple magic kind of comes to the point where you're touching it, and it's just kind of like, you know, those electric balls that you touch that kind of have that like pulse with plasma right near your hand.
Like get really hot when you lick your finger and you touch it.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's that. It doesn't hurt you right now, but it's that. As purple moonstone energy is just centralized where your hand is.
So they did mention there were different like markings and stuff. Is there any nearby Ross can run his hand over and just kind of like gracefully kind of go across it?
I
Like,
will
like
let you.
stroke the whale, but kind of like to feel what the symbols are.
There are, but they're about 20, 30 feet up. As you see closer to this whale, there are cracks all along its body that look like etchings in a wall. If you're standing at its base, there is a fissure along its body, kind of like the palms of your hand. How you see those the palm lines. There are those kind of indentations along the arc whale as well. And in those indentations along its body, like those veins on the outside, there are markings there, but they're too high at the moment to reach unless you make some athletics checks.
Okay. He's gonna start from where he's at and work towards the front of the whale, just running his hand across it.
Okay. Delcy, your father is open to try if you are.
Yeah.
I will let you know this will be an incredibly high roll to try to do this.
Okay.
There isn't a drawback unless you critically fail.
All right. Well, I haven't used any fate points yet, so
All right.
Let's do this.
Give me the magic roll. And we'll say for this purpose, your father matches your roll.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use good intentions.
Okay.
At a +2, so that makes it a 7.
I'll accept that.
And then I honestly, I think longing for answers will work as well. To like, we're trying to figure out what's going on and if there's something wrong with the whale or not.
Okay.
Add another 2, so
Any more, or is that it?
it's a 9 now.
Mm-hmm.
I can add another one, but I don't know if you'll let me get away with it. It's impulsive heart, and I feel like it could work because I mean this is kind of an impulsive move to just go ahead and try this without knowing more about the situation.
Roll a d2. Say evens or odds before you do it. Basically a coin flip.
Okay. It's just r/, right?
Yes.
And is there a space?
/r space 1d2. Are you going evens or odds?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's go even.
All right, I will give it to
Oh,
you
I
then.
got it. Cool. Okay, so that makes it 11.
All right, you succeed. Just barely.
Woo.
As I said, this was
You're
an
muted.
Me?
Tyler.
Okay.
He said something, but he's
Oh,
muted.
roll double digits on therapy.
Woo!
You
Or a
just
whale.
succeed, because truthfully, 11 is the DC for this.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, I don't think I should stop at 9.
Because this is an incredibly hard check, which means it's 10 or higher. For this one, I set it at 12. Or sorry, not 12, 11.
11.
But with your dad, you both are working together on this.
Mm-hmm.
His roll matches your roll, so there and there.
Cool.
So what happens is as follows. You and your dad both come up to the whale and kind of hold out your palms, and purple moonstone magic courses along the backsides of them both. Your father looks at you, you look back at your father, and those in this room and area are taken to 2 instances. One instance is back, from what you can tell, the first instance that you see is back during the Rains of Destruction. As you see the arc whale traversing through the sky, and you just see comet after comet of silver rock falling from up in the sky down at the planet's surface. You see off in the distance continents that were once whole and together getting amassed and struck at each of these sections as some comets disintegrate whole sections of island, where others break it apart and shatter it to remains down below. And you see the arc whale traversing through the skies of Glacia as you see this purple moonstone barrier both up and encasing the whole continent over with frost again and again and again and again. How everything on this continent that was once raised and level is now descending and creating blanket after blanket of defensive protective ice that gets chipped and broken away at each of these cascading moonstones of comets that are just impaling the ground after impaling the ground. The main city itself, defended by sheer will and force of the society itself, as the Gigas is parading around the sky, casting and circling its homeland, trying to protect it. But while it's roaming around the sky, you see this immense, towering, and ever-shifting silver large construct that looks like a Gigas itself. This Gigas moves with incredible speed and is just wailing on the purple Gigas, hit after hit, like two towering titans in the sky. You see the Gigas itself trying to protect itself while also having more of a sense of self-awareness. Most of the Gigas that you know are machines. They are constructs. As such, they don't really think of self-preservation. But in this battle of the sky, you see this purple Gigas have senses for that, have senses for danger, has senses for fear, as it sees this silver Gigas creating different tools of its own design made out of silver plasma, a javelin here, heavy rock there, claws that try to rend, tear, or dig into this purple massive arc whale as it casts blow after blow in self-defense while trying to protect not only its city but itself. You see off in the far distance other nations themselves, very, very far, very, like, give me notice checks from everybody. Notice or investigation, your choice. Either one will have a different outcome.
Is it notice or what else?
Or investigation.
Flash over here with the 4.
All right. Lisha. Since you all chose investigation, Lisha, you are the one who predominantly sees that, I would say to the east, there are massive thunderstorms that alight a whole continent. As you see kind of in like an upside down thunderstorm, rays of lightning shoot into the sky to try to... You ever seen the old school video game Missile Command? It's basically like that, but with lightning bolts. As it just kind of shoots and arcs lightning from the ground up to hit these different sections of rock that come down like nukes onto the planet's surface. And in an odd case, you see the faint glimmers of a yellow Gigas in the far distance leave its city entirely.
Not to alarm you guys, but there's something very, very frightening with all this lightning over there.
Galileo?
I don't know if that's what it's called, but maybe.
The scene now abruptly leaves this transition of this fight and the rains of destruction and now goes to a more modern setting. You see days pass by like minutes as day and night cycles transpire in rapid succession as this arc whale traverses through the skies. You see it go from land to land, consuming various bits of island, rock, ships. You see it briefly interact with three things. And these are the only three things of note. There is somewhat I wouldn't say a giant turtle, but an island-sized turtle that flies in the sky.
It's pretty giant. Okay.
You see it interact with the sky train that you all once saw before. And you see it interact with, or at least follow, a beacon of sorts in the sky that glistens red. After those brief sights, you just see random glimpses of it fighting with other ships, primarily a bunch of Valuan ships that attempt to gun down the Arc Whale to no avail. And that is it for right now. As you see the Arc Whale itself begin to pulsate with purple moonstone energy. And then it proceeds to right itself. As before, it was listlessly laying down.
Okay.
Hope this is good. Oh, shit,
Yeah,
oh, shit, oh,
hopefully.
shit. Nobody panic. Stop panicking. I'm not panicking.
You have 3 minutes to decide what you're doing next.
Well, okay. Is it like, does it write itself and then, or is it looking at us? Or is opening?
It writes itself and it just begins to stir.
Barrel, advice? What do you think it wants us to do?
Oh yes, let me just take a look at my whale biography.
Don't sass me, big man. You're the expert.
I will gladly sass you, Mordecai. I am not an expert on giant mechanical whale. I am an expert on bird raptors. I'm an expert on sheep, rust dogs. I'm an
You're
expert
on
on ox.
security.
You are the expert on gaslighting someone who's trying to learn something, but clearly does not have enough time.
I'm seeking your expertise.
Yes, and I'm working on it.
Okay. You have 2 minutes.
Going to the mouth of the whale. At this point, Ross is kind of like just give it a couple paps.
Little,
Like how I pet bandit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Pat, pat, pat.
you gotta do the.
Roll me well.
Yep. Gotta warm it up first.
yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh
Holy
wait.
shit.
Holy shit.
That is
William,
not
is
a
that
card,
you?
but that is close.
You can give me a card anyway. Try spell, daddy.
Sit me a good boy. Eventually you'll get it.
Damn.
Oh, you motherfucker. Look, I love you. Everybody can get away with that. Yeah, she can't even.
Damn.
As you touch it,
barking orders like a gome.
its mouth does open, but you just feel the same tingle as before as energy kind of condenses and applies it where your hand touches, but the arc whale doesn't really. You're basically touching it like a child would touch like an adult's leg.
How wide does the mouth open up?
It opens. It's a big fucking mouth, so you could definitely get inside of it.
Okay, let's
Ross
talk.
looks over his shoulder at the crew, smiles ear to ear, goes in the mouth.
Oh
Open
my
them.
god.
All right, in you go.
Does this thing have teeth? Does it have baleen? What are we working with here?
It has baleen, so it has like rows of just not sharp teeth, but rows of like bristles.
I feel better.
Bristles.
Like think of it like very brimmed toothbrushes.
My boots
why-
are getting clean as
why
I'm
would
walking
a-
through this.
Well, yeah, why would a whale have teeth?
I don't know, man. Science
Uh,
is weird.
Yeah,
They don't
whales.
think why, they just do it.
They have bristles.
So
Till it's not
actually,
Mordecai,
whale
it's sperm
analogy.
whales.
Whale analogy. They just have like very long bristles that
I
just filter water in and out.
But
Okay,
this one is
most
a
whales.
very large whale, and it's shaped. Like, I get what you're saying, but it also follows the trend of our whales that are just filter feeders.
I understand that. I have seen Blue Planet. But it's also a giant fucking purple whale machine thing. So who knows what the six pack and who knows what it
Machine
eats.
thing.
We,
Oh
we,
my God.
we just saw a vision of it launching on continents and ships. So I mean, I'm just trying to get a vibe for like, okay, how much do we need to worry? But we're going in, so
You.
What do you mean we? I'm the
Yeah.
one close enough that
Yeah,
we
well,
If Ross goes in, who else follows?
Mordecai steps in after. him.
Yep, we step in.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody follows as Beryl, Arsene, and Alred are all like, "Well, yep, guess we're going in."
Squish, squish, squish,
Well,
squish.
look at gift whale in the mouth.
I need athletics rolls from everybody.
Oh my god, I saw Ross and I was like, what the fuck? A 1?
Ross is going to
Oh my god.
use a fate point to re-roll that.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna use a fate point. I'm gonna use cat-like. I'm gonna add +2 today.
+2. All right, Delcy,
Yes,
is that your roll?
sure.
All right.
Also, Bip is coming in as well.
Yep, Bip slips in pretty solidly, pretty easily.
The bip slip.
The Bip
He be
slip.
floating.
He do be floating.
He do be floating though.
All right, what's everybody's final roll?
3.
3.
3 from Frost and
Five.
Delcy. 5,
Fort.
4.
Oh my lord.
Mordecai, Lisha, you both, with decent enough ease, wade your way through these bristles and come out the other end that you just see this expansive cavern that is very dark but glowing like an indoor rave party of just straight purple light.
I love your DM analogies. Now I can't like be in this well without thinking like lights going off.
Yep.
We're
Hey.
inside a whale, but suddenly we're having a party.
And it's basically like heartbeats that just keep pulsing, pulsing, pulsing with almost a rhythm to it that channel this purple moonstone energy.
Oh, that's gotta be like big old fucking like.
Just give me a second and I will allow you to see the scene.
Ooh. Whoa. Holy shit.
If this ain't some Mayan imagery, I don't know what is.
As you guys are all inside the purple arc whale. However, for Delcy and Rost, Pick 3 items, both of you. Yes.
What do you mean pick 3 items?
Pick 3 items.
3 separate gold coins.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
literally.
keep forgetting I've got the +2 will charm from Nazu that should just kick in, so that will should have been higher. Either way, let's see here. 3 items.
3 items.
Is this a permanent lose sort of thing?
Pick 3 items.
You're giving them too much power, Mark. You're enjoying
gold
the
piece?
suffering of choice too much.
Tentacle Beast Fang, healing potion.
You pick a gold piece, I'm picking your whole stash of gold.
That's why I specifically said a single gold piece. But okay, we'll change that.
A
So like,
shoelace.
healing potion, tentacle beast fang,
Okay.
and then lastly we are going to lose. My old hat.
Your old
Don't you
hat.
hate when you like trip and fall and drop something and you have to choose what falls out of your hand?
Yeah, when it comes down to it, Ross has his old hat with him, but he just lost it on this. He got the new hat still. Keeps him like nice and control over weather, but that hat had some history.
Elsie, what are your options?
Bubble pipe,
Bubble pipe,
skeleton key,
skeleton key,
mask.
mask. All right, as you both wade your way through these bristles, you notice that 3 items on your possession stick out into the bristles and slowly are being carried up and through the bristles themselves. You have 3 chances to grab these items.
What am I rolling, Captain?
You are rolling athletics.
A 1.
That is
Okay.
chance number 1. That is your final roll from both of you.
Final for me.
All
Can
right.
I offer a scene assist here?
How are you scene assisting, Mordecai?
Like having them point out to me things they lost and attempting to use like the grapple to
All
hook
right.
it.
Could I also have Bip assist since he can float?
Bip can assist.
Yeah.
I will say these 2 things then. How are you having Bip assist? And Mordecai, you can help Rost and give Rost on the next roll a +2 or a reroll.
I did what I could.
I feel like Bip could help stop them like continuously moving away. And could like hold them in place so it'd be easier to grab.
Give me, you were the right track. Give me a little bit more flavor to that. How are you having Bip hold the items? Just flying up and grabbing them? He's a slime-like construct. Give me a little bit of more flavor.
It becomes a giant piece of floss.
I don't want to do the obvious where it's like, oh, he goes up and he absorbs them into his body. Because I could easily do that.
Doesn't matter if it's obvious. Just give me the flavoring. If that's what you want to do, I'll take it.
Why is it spicy?
Give me the Salt Bay.
You really want Bip to have a cowboy hat?
Hell yeah! At least he's
Absorb that
upright and he'll
sumbitch
wear
in
it
there, then.
correctly. I'm thinking more of a body black sort of situation where he doesn't let it phase through him and continue up the bristles.
Okay, perfect. That's enough flavoring. First attempt
Salt.
has failed. Give me a second attempt with either +2 or a reroll from you both.
We are gonna re-roll that for mine.
Alrighty. Hey.
Thank God.
Alrighty. Rust. Is that your final roll?
No, we're gonna add a +2 to that thanks to Fire's revenge. He doesn't like
Oh.
having his shit taken from him.
Revenge for your shit.
Curse you, Baleen.
Because his hat has a lot of history, so like out of everything, that's what he's trying to grab is his hat.
All right, done. I accept it. You both successfully, with help of your companions, are able to work your way up these bristles, collect your items, and in tucking them close, dive back down and tumble through,
Nice.
In the process, we
collecting
lose
your
3 more
lost
items.
goods.
Oh my god, please.
No, I'm not gonna be that cruel.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes. You are now currently inside the belly of, or at least inside the mouth of the arc whale. You see, well, give me a notice check from everyone. Everybody for this check gets a +1, since you have companions to help.
So notice.
So close to a card.
Correct.
That's a 1. Oh, well, total of 2 for me, Captain.
2 for you. Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say you and your father point out 3 different paths. There is the center opening down the arc whale's mouth, and there are 2 paths that look like they would be at where tonsils would be in the upper portions and sections where kind of like the cheek slash jawline meet of the arc whale.
Okay.
There's one proceeding back and around towards the left, one proceeding back and around towards the right.
Could I have Bip scope out one of them?
You could. Are you going to
And-
wait for Bip to look around?
Well, and look through his eyes.
Ooh, we're going to try to look through Bip's eyes.
I'm gonna start using them more, remember?
I need you to roll me a history check or a lore check.
No check.
Okay.
No check.
Where did she go? Okay, so that'll be a 3.
Roll of 3. You are having slight difficulty to do it. You can do it, but you can only see. You can't really hear what's going around with Bip.
Okay, that's fine. So which path should I have him go down, guys? The right or the left?
Right is right.
Okay.
That's all I
I
have.
instruct him to go down that way.
You instruct down the upper right path.
Mhm.
As you look and go through, there is again this purple energy pulsation that continues onward. The path down this side veers left and down the way. Are you having him go further?
Yes.
All right. A few more minutes pass. You have Bip continue down the way. Roll me stealth at a 2.
Well, I was gonna roll his stealth. That's what his stealth is at.
Correct.
Okay. He's gonna use a fate point to add +2, and he's gonna use from the shadows because he's being stealthy.
Hey,
Whoosh.
good stuff.
So that makes it a 3.
A total of 3.
Yes.
You see a purple light shine and cascade down this hallway as Bip himself turns a shade of purple and proceeds on. The hallway continues now towards the right and opens to a larger expanse with a central divot and 3 pathways, one to the left, forward, and right.
Oh, jeez. Should I have him keep going or should I recall him?
Pull him back before he gets too far.
Hmm.
I have him come back.
It works his way back. It takes about a few minutes and is back to rejoin the group in a purple hue.
He's still purpley.
Yep.
Okay. So it looks like down that way, it's more of a winding path, and then it branches off to 3 separate paths.
It's less simple than I would have liked, but
Mm-hmm.
once again, I'm no expert in arcwell anatomy, so. Sorry, I'm fixing wall panels.
It's at this point I would like everyone to roll resources for their items, such as Bane Vault items. Yes, for any vault items.
Why?
We're looking for one in here.
Oh shit!
Oh, sorry, that was Bip's sheet. That wasn't mine.
I was like, there's supposedly a Bane Vault item that we need to retrieve out of here.
Yeah, but he was saying if you have one on you, roll. Like, I know we're looking for one, but
he might just be trying to get that out of the way before we start burning them.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. I just need to know everyone's final roll.
4.
5.
5, 4, 2.
1.
All right. If you have a 1 to 2, you have 1 use. If you have 3 to 4, you have 2 uses. And if you have 5 or more, you have 3 uses of your vault item.
Oh, okay, this is... Oh, that's what you're doing. I was like... What?
Oh darn, that thing that I keep forgetting that I never use. Oh no.
Oh no.
I say,
Hold on.
you've got the Crescent Horizon, and actually you got the Vortex Point. I've got Crescent Horizon key.
Yep.
If we touch our keys together, just with the tips.
Oh my god.
Careful.
I don't know
man,
what
you're
happens if we
gonna
touch our
get hurt.
keys tips. They go dink. I don't know.
You touch your keys tips.
What's your tip?
You
Hey,
promise?
Oh my god.
If your price is right. Yes, okay, so remind me. Crescent
Yes.
Horizon person, Vortex Point item.
uh,
'Cause they're both acting like scry.
so the vortex point, you don't know what it does yet. The Crescent Horizon allows you to look when you touch it with another item, allows you to roll on a table of 8 different choices for that item.
So, does the whale count as an item?
Are you trying?
I'm asking for player clarity before I do something stupid.
No, do
You may
something
certainly try.
I
Do something
touched the whale with the key.
He said
You
the
touch
line,
the
he said
whale with the
line.
key. I need you to roll me a d8, please.
You said the line.
3.
All right. 3.
3. Pick number 3, my lord.
It's been a while since we've done this.
Been a while.
Something stupid.
It's been a while, and I'm still
I can
hungry.
do wild magic.
Don't wild magic the whale. Please don't.
I'm gonna give this bitch indigestion forever.
That or I could like super heal it.
Okay.
Whatever you do, it's gonna be super. It's just we don't know what direction.
Or maybe I blow a hole through it. Who knows?
So
my
since you
answer's
roll
incorrect.
since you roll the 3, I will have to actually wait, but next time we start, I will actually give you more of a map for the Arc Whale
Ooh.
because
Cool.
you rolled on the table and you gained and gleaned information on location.
Nice. That's awesome. Very helpful.
Erica.
Aw.
Look at his charms.
Cute.
So notate next time, and ping me on Saturday because I'll have the most time then. That you will have at least half a map of the Arc Whale itself.
That's nice. We need that.
I'll write that down in a moment.
Alright, shall we go exploring then?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Where are you going?
Do you guys want to go down the path that we scoped out?
Sure.
Alright.
Need to
Nothing jumped
roll.
at the bip, so of course nothing's gonna jump out at us, right?
Of course.
That's how our luck works.
So
as
middle.
an
But I
adventuring
guess I
party.
can work with it.
We
To the right.
I need athletics rolls from everybody
everybody.
because the path is not an easily accessible one.
Of course not.
That'd be too easy.
I'm
You
gonna.
know, there was this thing, like a play that would go on when I was a kid, about this teacher taking these kids to these crazy places.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like something that she would do.
Oh my god.
I think it was called a magic bus of sorts.
No,
You're
it
talking
was
about Miss Frizzle?
Oh yes, it was Frizzle's Magic Carriage.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
It's
the
a-
one.
It's a,
You guys have
it's a
seen it
common
too.
Assyrian tale.
Well, what do you know? Small world.
I'm gonna overclock prosthetics on top of that. That's 5.
Arsene, isn't that just the sky bus?
You shut your whole mouth.
Everybody has their own version.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm using a fate point too because fucking Foundry's being a bitch today.
It's being a
I have
time.
a +4. Fucking, I
Uh,
thought I had something else for athletics, but I can't find it, so whatever.
For the record, as we're walking, I am one at a time and like seeing if the whale reacts at all the second I attempt to pull out the first thing. Gonna hand Rost back a gun.
I need you to roll me a will.
Jeez.
You want me to roll well?
Yes, as you pull
Okay.
out the gun.
I'll go ahead and burn the sanctuary charm on that. Make it a 6.
Total of 6.
Yep.
For the next 20 minutes.
The rest of the session, got it.
You believe you're fine.
Oh, good.
What?
Yeah. Nice notation.
Wait, what? Mordecai thinks he's okay?
Guys, I'm feeling great.
Are you having a great time?
As you just
Ever
see
inside a whale?
only faint kind of dots by the wall where you're at, kind of like slots, angle and point kind of towards the weapon, but they're very faint. Almost like they're first observing and then judging.
Mm-hmm. But I don't feel any consequences about that, according to Mark's narration, so everyone's got their weapons back.
You're fine. You're fine.
Mark owes... Who does Mark owe the map to? Ross?
Ross.
Or
Yeah.
Rachel? Okay.
It's fast.
All right. Lisha, total of 4. Mordecai, what was your total? For athletics?
Athletics.
Overclock
that-
prosthetics, so it's a total of 5.
Yes, sir.
Ross is a 5. Delcy, what's your roll?
I'm gonna use a fate point and make it a 5.
All right, fate point to make it a 5. Everyone succeeds. As you all access, hop, jump, climb, utilize your compatriots to figure out methods up into this upper section of where the bristles and a cavern lead towards the tonsils of this massive arc whale. Going through the opening and cavern, I need everyone to roll me a stealth check. Specifically, Delcy and Lisha, you can add a +1 to both of your rolls.
Woo.
Oh boy,
Maya
that's a
specifically.
6 then.
Son of a sans.
Why us specifically?
You don't know?
Purple. Purple.
Alright, well, I got a 4.
I don't think it's because we got purple.
I'm burning a fate point with
Or the whale is sexist.
part of the ship, part of the crew, so I can re-roll that.
All right.
Son of a sans. Same thing.
All right.
Fuck. Well, not today, folks.
One of us told a really inappropriate joke, and we both can't stop giggling.
Mordecai, what's your
Sounds about
final
right.
roll?
That would be 3.
Ross, what is your final roll?
1.
1 and 3. Alrighty.
I'll get the hand rub.
Mordecai and Roth. As you both and the group are proceeding onward, Lisha being the most stealthy of the group, with Delcy hot on the heels, you both keeping not only to your element, but also feeling quite comfortable. Whereas Ross and Mordecai are trailing behind, and each of you have kind of like a hand on the walls. And you slowly feel pulsations. I need you both to roll me will and -2.
So, will -2 from total, or roll it as
Will -2 from total.
okay?
Good thing I have that +2 will charm, so it doesn't affect me.
I already used mine. If I get last 5 points there tonight, let's go. I don't know if it matters.
I just need to know what your total rolls are, both of you.
Sundered Spear.
3.
Stand by. We're re-rolling. Okay, that's better. Total of 2.
Total of 2. Ross, total of 3.
Oh, probably does not pass.
I need both of you to choose a moon that you're proficient in.
Oh, great.
You about to get locked out, bitches.
We'll leave it up to the dice. Hold on.
So, when you say proficient in, does it mean I have spells in those moons?
I have spells in those moons.
Green.
Okay. 1 or 2 is red, 3 or 4 is yellow, 5 or 6 is green.
All right.
Yellow.
Yellow. Ross, you feel a slight twinge in your hand and then kind of through your body as you kind of feel a slight phantom limb-like feeling. You too, Mordecai, also being very aware of what that feels like.
Huh?
As it feels like
Damn.
at the base of your neck
Damn.
and almost towards your head. You feel a disconnect in the back of your mind And when you try to think of those spells, they kind of slip your tongue. For the start of next session, you'll be on a timer for 30 minutes. Those spells will be inaccessible.
Noted.
Does my tech eye shut down? Because that's powered by yellow.
Your tech eye begins to shut down.
Oh my god. Isn't that the one you have in right now?
It is.
Yeah, it is. So
Oh.
you see your eye just go.
Shit. Oh god. Oh no, not now.
You gotta change it out.
Having a bit of trouble
Wait.
performing there?
Who says that?
Yeah, who said that?
Arsene.
I don't even know if he knows the whole eye situation.
He just looks at you and you're like, oh shit. And then you're like holding your eye and it's like,
It's like a contact falling out. Ah.
What's a contact?
Nothing good. As I pull the bandage out and I'm like trying to fiddle with it about popping the whole thing out. Just like, shit.
Berla's like, that is so cool and so disgusting.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
watch
can
this.
I help you put in the next one in front of them? I think they'll really like it.
You take too much enjoyment out of.
So
doing
I'm helping.
Boom. I'll pull the yellow one out. I'm trying to give it a look because I imagine I don't know what happened in character.
Yeah. You could roll me a lore to maybe have a guess.
I was gonna roll a craft to see if the eye is malfunctioning because
You can roll craft
oh,
to the eye for malfunctioning. You won't understand what it's happening to it. You'll
I'm
just know
trying
that
to be
you're
in character.
in character. Your crafts, you look at your eye and you're like, no, it should be working as intended.
Since I have the Glacial Ocean spell, can I examine it?
Use roll lore.
Okay.
Give me a 4 or higher.
Okay. That's a 4.
That's total 4 because you're using your father's book.
Yep.
Gotcha. You understand? Yes, there's a lock of his spell and to the connection with the yellow moon.
Okay. Mordecai,
Uh-huh.
you know that spell I have, Glacial Ocean, where I can lock somebody else's, like a moon they're using at will?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's what's going on with your eye.
Oh, that's
It's-
someone.
it's- Your yellow moonstone has been locked.
Oh shit. Fuck. Well.
Vrost, at the same time, like, you hear this from Mordecai, you're like, ah, fuck. And think that might have happened to you too.
Mordecai,
Yes.
my problem solver. You put that in the bag, right?
Yes. But I've
Okay.
I've also given all the weapons back at this point.
Well, remind me later to check to see if I'm reconnected. Because if you and I got disconnected, that means if I try to heal somebody, I'm not healing somebody.
Oh.
You're gonna shoot somebody.
I would say this is what you do, Vrost. You take out your weapon and you cycle the gun like a fucking light switch rave, and you see which moons get active on it. You don't see green.
Yep. Red, yellow.
Red,
Little bit
yellow,
blue.
red, yellow,
Silver
blue,
in here.
red, yellow, blue, silver.
Where'd the green go? Green's in here somewhere. I know it is.
Where the green at?
Where the green at?
Like one of those fancy pens where you could shoot, like slide
dropping
it down.
shit
and
again?
shoot.
No, I'm not. It's still on the bandolier. Like he pulls out the revolver. Still here. Slaps it back on there.
Oh shit.
Maybe you weren't losing shit, just losing your mind.
No, it,
Look.
look. It does not light up green. Click, 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 click.
Does not light
Well,
up green.
Oh darn, you can't shoot someone. I mean, you can, but you can't. Ah, shucks. Whatever will we do?
Oh,
He
shucks.
just gets a mark in the negative column of shooting people that we have for him. He's got 2.
Click, clack. Want to say that again, Mordecai?
Do it.
I'm I'm sure you heard me.
With his eye out. Do it.
Oh, careful! You're gonna put someone's eye out.
Careful, he doesn't have depth
Ah.
perception.
It's
Careful.
Mordecai hands Delashi the purple one, like since you were interested.
I can do it.
So I attempt to
You
brace.
say yes? Okay.
Yeah, just jump
Mark, in front of Arson, Beryl, my father, they see Mordecai brace as I put his eye into the socket.
And you just wham, snap. Like,
it stings every fucking time.
ah. And your father's like, yeah, that's
It's
kind of
cool,
cool.
right? Can my dad learn?
No.
Why not?
Your dad like already has his hands up, like he's going to tickle Mordecai, but is like
It's not
looking
the
towards
time
the
nor
eye.
the place. Thank you very much.
Oh, another time, of course.
Oh, it still hurts more when you do it, but
Right at a time.
Ah,
At a
it
time.
is
It's
faster.
gentle this time.
This time, you're getting better.
Okay. Practice makes perfect.
Oh my
At
God.
this time, two things happen. You see pulsation of the entire walls as the heartbeat goes. And you see something interesting. Bip
Uh-huh.
himself, again, glow with purple energy. You see the top of Bip's body kind of change a few different colors, but go resounding in purple. And then he kind of goes over to Delcy and kind of pats his wings on Delcy very, like, alarmingly.
Like he's trying to tell me something.
Yes.
What is the boy? Timmy fell down the well.
As you see Bip like sits up straight as he's flying, and you see Bip kind of like looking like an hourglass almost, as you see
Oh.
the top of Bip is like full purple, but it goes darker from the top of his head downward.
Darker to like another color, or
So imagine like Bip's a purple hourglass.
Yeah.
And you just see the top of him go darker as it gets lower. And you
Okay,
see
so we're
it
running
first
out of
start off
time.
slow.
we're running out of time.
I would say as your father and Beryl look at it, they see the rate at which Bip kind of like drains, and they examine us like, I think we got a few hours.
Okay. Bip is a timer for us.
Correct.
Cool.
Ah.
Okay.
I will say at this moment, you have the next 2 sessions to get through the Arc Whale. If you do not, something will happen with the Arc Whale.
It's gonna die with us inside of it.
It
No,
might
what it
move
is?
Say that.
with you all inside of it
It'll
to
move
somewhere
with us
else.
inside of it? Oh god, in our ship. Oh lord.
So with
Alright,
that little
alright,
bit,
alright.
we will end tonight's session there.
Oh, fucking cockneys.
As you now have a mission. Your goal to find what you can of the inner workings and about the Arc Whale, as well as your primary goal, the Lost Bane artifact, somewhere within its recess. Thank you all for watching tonight's Arcadian campaign. And next time we'll set off with our dungeon dive into the Arc Whale itself.
I apologize in advance if that is delayed on my end. I am going on my
You're
maiden
going on a
honeymoon.
trip. You're going on a trip.
No
Go on a
problem.
honeymoon. Don't
Yeah.
cheeks all over the world.
We will be down for, I think, what, like at least a month?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Two
Starting
to
from-
3 weeks.
Yeah. that's
During
next
that time, I will be flushing out the rest of these maps. Any items that you guys have that you need clarification on, spells you need clarification on, or any restructure that you guys need, get with me. What we can also do for next week or any time in between next session and now, you could do RP if you want, as well as go with me for one-on-one sessions. Lisha, For you specifically, anytime that you are free, I'd like to sit down with you for a one-on-one. So this way we can discuss more stuff about your character as well as some Gareth things.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Thank you very
Um,
much.
Real quick
Yes.
before we wrap up, since I have the spirit eye in, and that's freshly clicked in, can I do a quick glance around and see if anything strange pops up?
Give me one notice check.
Okay.
Or sorry, one empathy check. I will say it is a high check right now.
Okay, I'm out of fate points, so it's all good. 2.
Unfortunately, at the moment, you don't see anything, but maybe try again next session.
Okay.
As there's an abundance of things here.
Yeah, worth a try since it's jammed in there.
Not a problem. But yes, thank you everybody. Heroes Legacy here signing off, joined by my wonderful cast and crew. And we'll see you guys next time on the Arcadian campaign. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Good job tonight, guys. Fun.